Hey everyone, welcome back to Dollar Games and happy Trails weekend to all of you out there. You honestly have no idea how excited I am that everyone finally gets their hand on this new entry in the Trails series. Actually, if you're a Trails fan, you probably do know exactly how excited I am. But what you don't have though is live footage of everyone casually strolling into this incredible weekend. So let's roll the clip. Look, I'm not proud of using that footage, but I'm also just not going to apologize for it, so there you go. Also, Spider-Man 3 sucks. End of story. Thank you for joining my TED Talk today. Today's a really special video for me because it's the first time I've ever partnered with NIS America. Now, for someone who's still relatively new to content creation, it's honestly kind of mind-blowing to work with them on one of, if not my favorite JRPG series of all time. So, huge thank you to NIS America for sending me a collector's edition of Trails Beyond the Horizon. Now, by now, I'm sure you've seen my full spoiler-free review of the game, but if you haven't, there's a link in the description and I'll probably throw it somewhere on the screen. Maybe there, I don't know. And yeah, I'm totally a massive fan of this game, and it might honestly be right up there with Trails in the Sky SC for me. It's incredible to see Falcom start moving Trails toward its endgame, and while this doesn't answer every long-running question we've had as fans, it does answer enough to leave you wanting more, and immediately desperate for the next game. But honestly, I've been babbling for way too long now, and I should probably just get straight to the unboxing. I mean, this is what you do, right? In an unboxing video? I don't know, it's my first one. Am I doing this right? Let me know in the comments. But let's get started. All right, let's get to the unboxing. And I've got this box right over here. It just came in today and I'm excited to open it up. But before we get into that, look at this, like right here. I don't know if you can read this. I don't know, it's not really doing it for me on here, but this box is certified. It meets all requirements. So it's a good box. Time to open the box, everyone. I know it's been a long time coming now. I'm sorry. We're gonna do it right now. All right. So I got my trusty multi-tool and let's get to it. So first, let me get, oh man. All right. So we're gonna cut through, not, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's take a look at this in all its Trails glory. Honestly, the biggest hype I ever get is when I open up a new package from NIS America or anyone who's doing a Trails special edition. Like, this is like the one thing I treat myself to all the time. I don't get a lot of special editions. In the past I did, but lately it's been very specific to series I love. And Trails is one of those series. Now, if you do want to pick up one of these as well, I do have a link down below for NIS America's site, so take a look, see if you can grab one if you want. Anyways, let's get into this. Man, but like, take a look at this. This is a thick boy. This is a thick boy right here. It's much thicker than the other collector's set for the date, like the Calvard arc right now. But I feel like there's something in here that's going to make it a little bit thicker, so we'll be figuring that out. So let's get into, I'm going to open this up. And I did see Brandon from Just the Gems rip it with his bare hands, and I don't have it in me. I'm not like Brandon, okay? Brandon, teach me your ways. So I'm just going to cut into this, but I'm going to be very, very careful and cut in between like the little creases or the little seams in this, because I don't want to destroy it. So let's get into that. But don't worry, once I get a little cut in there, I'm going to rip it like a madman. So let's get into it. There you go. See? Sometimes you gotta let out some aggression like that. What of it? I'm gonna throw that on the ground because I'm just gonna make a mess. I'll clean it up later. Don't worry about it. Here it is. And it's got the slip cover. I feel like, especially with the Calvert arc, they've been doing the slip covers and I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the look. I just like slipcovers in general, I think. But yeah, it's cool. All right, let's pop this off and open up the box. And there we go. I was worried for a second there. Sometimes when I'm opening up these special editions, especially if they're on something that's a little bit more thinner in terms of the box. Now, props to NIS America for making like really hefty boxes, and they can just basically deal with anything. But anyway, so when I'm opening these boxes, usually it gets caught and sometimes bends or rips a little bit, and I didn't want to cry in the video, so thankfully I'm not going to do that. So we're saved here. Anyways, let's get something out of here. Let's get this first thing out. Man, this thing is getting caught. It is a very tight box. All right, there you go. First thing is the game. It's the deluxe edition, and it comes with a digital mini art book and also a digital soundtrack, which I'm sure is also the mini soundtrack, since they tend to have mini soundtracks with these special editions, and they're not going to give you the full thing. But I feel like we're also going to see a lot of redundancy in the physical things that we'll find here that match the digital. So, but also having the digital is really nice because you can always back that up on your computer, or if you have your own, I don't know, way of streaming music that you want to back up your own physical medias or anything like that, it's just handy to have. All right, let's grab the next thing from the box, and that is the Steelbook. This thing is gorgeous. I love it. I love everything about it, and I love Steelbooks in general. I'm a huge fan of Steelbooks, and I tend to collect them for a lot of the major series that I collect special editions for. So with Trails especially, I love to collect these and put them on the shelf and admire them from afar. But I do have a secret I gotta tell you guys. A bit of shame on my part. And that is, there is one game I don't have a special edition for, and it hurts me. And that is Trails of Cold Steel 3. To this day, I still don't have it. And it's really hard to get now. Very expensive to get secondhand. So one day I'll pick it up when I have some extra cash that I need to throw that way. But today is not that day. But it does haunt me, and when I put these on my shelf later, I will see that little space that should have been. And a single tear will fall. But it's okay. Anyways, this is great. I love this. I love the pictures. I love the blue that's like kind of used here. But I do have one thing I wish they would have done. I wish they would have had a different picture than what is on the front of the box as well. Just to add a little bit of variety. I feel like having one picture for the box, one picture for the Steelbook, gives you a little bit of extra things to look at when you have them on your shelf. So maybe for next time, if you guys ever feel inclined to NIS America to offer, multiple artworks depending on what you're putting in the box, do it. It's great. Also, let's get this popped open and take a look at the inside, because over here we have artwork for the Grim Garten in the game, which is like the digital world that they get to travel through. I do love the way it looks. It's got this like gothic architecture, kind of reminds me of like a Castlevania type-esque situation. But it's beautiful and great. So here it is, Steelbook. All right, next thing in the box is the mini art book, which I'm sure is exactly the same as the digital one that you get with the game. So you'll have your pick of digital or physical, which I do appreciate. Now, I'm not going to flip through it on camera, and trust me, that's not me being dramatic. That's just me protecting you, because there are some real spoilers in here, and let's just leave that to that. What I can say is that this is a great little art book. The quality is fantastic, but I do wish it was a little bit bigger.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry for that. So the next thing we find in our box of wonders is the mini soundtrack, which is a physical version of the mini soundtrack found digitally in the deluxe edition of the game. So now you just get a physical version of it, which is not a bad thing. Now, it's not the full soundtrack, which is a little disappointing, but also kind of understandable given how massive Trails soundtracks usually are. and how much room you have in this box, it's not much. That said though, I do wish they gave us a bit more because I'm sure this case could fit 2 discs, right? It's just I would really like to see a bit more with the special edition. Still, what is included is great and it's a really nice sampler of the game's music. But outside of that, I'm a big fan of the style case they've been using for these music CDs. It gives you a kind of a bit more space to appreciate the artwork, and it just looks great sitting alongside the rest of the collection. So I'm definitely happy with it. Oh, and also, once you guys check out the game, drop your favorite track in the comments, and I would love to see what your favorites are. So last but not least, we've got the Grim Timekeeper, which comes in this, nice little box here with some chibi characters. Now, I'm usually not a big fan of chibi characters in general, but with Trails, I'll allow it. So let's get into it and see what's inside. And it's open. So here we go. Got everything out, and we get some instructions, because this is not your typical standee, acrylic standee that comes with, let's see, all the other special editions. This one is actually a clock, so there's a little bit more work that goes into it. So looking at what we get here is some standees. So we have the chibi characters for Van, Elaine, and Agnes. And along with that is the backdrop, which is the Grim Garten. And here is some assembly required. So you got to put in the minute and the hour and everything, like the second hands. So I'm going to do that. But for you, this is going to happen and finish like this. And I'm done. See, I told you you didn't have to wait. It was just like that. Easy. So I'm loving this. It looks really nice, and I'm gonna really love having it on my shelf. I think it's just nice to have something that's a bit more than just a typical acrylic standee. Having this be a clock and having this be useful is actually kind of nice. One thing I do need to find is a battery, which I know I have somewhere. I just didn't feel like getting up to get it, so bear with me, it's not on right now, but I did set the time. It's about 10 o'clock now. And yeah, I think everything about this is just wonderful. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to get it working and just staring at it and watching the clock tick away, getting older by the second. Actually, no, let's not get into that. It's going to get depressing.
A senior citizen.
And with that, that's everything inside the Trails Beyond the Horizon Special Edition. Huge thanks again to NIS America for sending this over. It genuinely means a lot, and I'm incredibly grateful to be able to share this with all of you. I hope you enjoyed the rundown of what's in the box and got a good feel for what this special edition has to offer. If you've already started the game, drop a comment below and let me know what your favorite part has been so far. I really want to hear everyone's thoughts. And if you stuck with me all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel more than you know. I'm pushing towards 2,000 subscribers, and every bit of support truly means the world. Thanks again for watching, enjoy the game, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.